Good evening, everyone. I am joining you live on a couple of platforms just because it's a little bit easier to do so. But I wanted to let you guys know that I'm diving straight in because I've got a lot that I want to share with you about this incredible opportunity. And yeah, I'm super excited to share with you about this incredible opportunity. So let's chat about it. I'm Stacey, for those that don't know me. I am a mother of two in Brisbane, and I was a burnt out business owner. So a couple of years ago, I was 39 weeks pregnant with my second baby, and hey Abby, I was yeah, really, you know, looking for something, but didn't realize I was looking for something in that our nutrition business was going well, but I was getting to the point where I was a little bit over it, a little bit kind of ready to move on and didn't know what my options were. But skip forward to 6 weeks later when I had a 3-week-old baby, and my friend Jess, who I had found out about these amazing products through, she was sharing about how she was paying for her spray-free fruit and veg with shampoo money. And then she was also sharing things about Jaguars and Range Rovers. And I was like, this is interesting. I'm intrigued. I'm curious. What is this shampoo business really all about? 6 weeks prior, I'd actually invested in the products as a business partner. So I'd bought a market partner product pack and I was already using the products. So when I saw her sharing about mentorship and, offering to guide people in how to get started with this business and take it seriously, I sent her a message and I said, how much does it cost to be mentored by you? What does that look like? And she said, oh, it's absolutely free. It's all included as part of your market partner product pack, which you've already bought. So if you're ready to jump into the business, I'm ready to mentor you. And the rest is history, right? 2 years, 2 and a bit years down the track, and I've been loving the products. Safe to say that my hair was pretty bad before I started using them. It wasn't terrible when I got the products, but I'd had a really bad postpartum experience after my first baby. And I had these massive bald patches down both sides of my forehead, which are obviously not there anymore, as you can see. And I was always on the lookout for a better, low tox, like cleaner, high performing shampoo. And I didn't know that there was actually something out there that could do what these products can do. So I was very impressed when I saw what they had done for Jess's hair in a very short amount of time. And I was very excited to try them. And yeah, it was a one wash wonder. I fell in love with them. And over time, my hair got healthier. It got more manageable. It was thicker and fuller. And I got my full hairline back, even though I thought it was already back. It got even better. And it just keeps getting better. It just keeps getting better and better. I've had my second baby, obviously, 2 and a bit years ago. And the fact that I haven't had a hardcore postpartum loss with those big bald patches is like just mind blowing and just speaks volumes of how good these products really are. I feel like I'm going through a bit of a delayed shedding now, but that's just hormones for you, right? Like TMI, but I'm kind of weaning my baby, and stuff happens. Like your hair changes, your body changes, your hormones change. But my hair is still awesome thanks to these products. Like I owe them a lot. And so I'm the sort of personality, when I find something that I love, I can't help but want to share it. And that's how I ended up here. So yeah, my reasons for trying the products were initially selfish for myself. But the reasons that I said yes to the business, once I started to see what was possible, I just thought, I'm just going to give this a go. I'm just going to see what happens if I start talking about it on social media, if I share about it. I definitely had a lot of fear when I started. I had, fear of failure, fear of judgment, all of the fears. And we'll talk a bit more about that in a moment. But having been a busy business owner with already one child, about to have a second child, our business was going fine, right? It was covering the bills. It was fine, but it wasn't a passion anymore. And it was definitely taking me away from spending time with my family. And I'm the sort of person, I need to be loving what I'm doing, right? And I wasn't. So to find this new adventure, even though I did not have time for it, just birthed my second baby, already running a business, meant to be on maternity leave. And I could not ignore the feeling or the pull or the desire to want to dive all in with this business and give it a go. And, there were days where I would question myself and go, am I really doing this? Yeah, I am. And so many people would be coming forward and saying, yes, please, I'd love to try the products, or, oh my gosh, there's a business attached to this, tell me more. And so it's kind of really unfolded very organically, and I've absolutely loved it. Safe to say that, I'm not going anywhere. And yeah, it's literally been transformational, not just for my hair, but also for my family and for me and the person that I now get to show up as a better mother, a better wife, a better friend, a better business person, a better, advocate and hopefully inspiration to my community. That's kind of what I'm aiming for. I've always been someone that's big on self-care, and these products make that even easier because they make you feel so good that you want to keep using them, and then you want to share about that with people. How do you know that someone uses Monat? They don't shut up about it. I'm one of those people. I try not to annoy anybody with it, but the products are that good. And people compliment you about your hair, about your skin. I'm 38 years old. So to have this skin, I don't even have any makeup on today. There's no filter. It's literally, this is me as I am, raw and unfiltered. I've probably got a little bit of lipstick on from earlier, and that's about it. That's about it. So the products work, right? When we're talking about the products, if you see us talking about the business a lot on social media, it's because you don't know what you don't know. And so it's really important for us to keep sharing about the ins and outs of how the business works, and that it's even possible to do what people are doing with this business. So let me share a little bit more about what this business has done for me, and also some of the other women that I get to do this with, because that's the part where you're going to go, all right, I get that the products work, but what's the big deal about the business? Guys, I ran my nutrition business with my husband for over 7 years, and I never earned a paid for holiday. I never earned a paid for car. I never could have imagined that anything like this existed, where you get to buy a box of product and there's no monthly overheads. Let's repeat that. You buy a box of product for $890 or less that you use on yourself. There's no stock, there's no inventory, there's no KPIs or quotas you need to hit. There's no one banging on your door saying you need to sell XYZ this month. It's your business. You get to run it how you wish. The more money you want to make, the more work you need to do. It's as simple as that, right? It's an effort-based business. Yes, you're probably going to be doing things that take you outside of your comfort zone, but that is where growth lies. And there are skills that you can learn along the way, because everything is figure outable. Everything with business is solvable. The more skills you learn, the more you can be of service to your community. And then you get remunerated and rewarded financially and beyond, right? This is so much more than shampoo. It's so much more than money. It's given me my I guess spring in my step back, for want of a better quote of my friend Anna. And it has, allowed me to find my spark again and just reclaim that radiance and that love and that passion for myself and for life in general. So if you are seeking something, then maybe this business can give it to you. And I know it sounds crazy. I get it, right? But yeah, so I've earned 4 paid for trips, 2 domestic, 2 international, and I'm almost qualified for my 3rd international trip, which is to Tulum in Mexico this November. Like, guys, that's wild. Absolutely wild, from selling shampoo on Instagram, right? And if I can do it, you can too. I'm just a regular mum selling shampoo on the internet, right? I've also qualified for the Motor Club program. So what does that look like? That looks like hitting the 6th rank in the compensation plan. There's 10 ranks altogether. So I hit the 6th rank, and maintaining that for 6 months in a row qualifies you for the Motor Club program. So then every month that you maintain that after that month, you can apply. So you will purchase or get a lease or whatever you want to do on a Range Rover, a white Range Rover or a white Jaguar that has to be 5 years young or less. And then you show Monat that paperwork, and they will give you a down payment and then pay you at MM and MMM level, which is Market Mentor and Managing Market Mentor, the 6th and 7th ranks. They will give you $1,050 per month that you maintain those ranks on top of your commissions and your bonuses from that month, right? Amazing. No other business have I seen out there that gives that option with no monthly overheads, right? I never have to buy another product again if I don't want to. So there's no financial commitment. If you want to continue your business each and every year, there's just $75 renewal fee. That's it. If you're using the products because you love the products and you're going to want to buy more, you're already saving that much, right? Especially in the initial product pack, you're definitely saving more than $75 a year. So every year after that, it's an investment. It's also tax deductible, right? So you're really kind of saving money by even using these products and being able to tax deduct your hair and skincare because you're running a business. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm just checking my notes because I don't want to blabber on too long about things that you guys don't need to know about. I'm also a founder in this company. So every market that we open up in for the first 12 months, if you hit Market Mentor in that 12-month period, so you start your business within the first 12 months of it being in that country, and then you hit Market Mentor in your first 12 months. So for me, I bought my pack in the February and I hit Market Mentor in the November of my first year, which was within the enrollment period for the first year in the country. That means that for every quarter that I maintain Market Mentor, I will earn a piece of the pie of 1% of the Asia Pacific founding profits, right? Not just the founding profits, the profits for that region. 1% of the commissionable profits for the APAC region gets divvied up amongst all of the founders. Now, you're wondering why I'm telling you this, because we're out of the founding period. That doesn't mean you can't earn a share. If you jump into this business now, you hit Market Mentor and you help somebody in one of those countries that also has founding shares available, like right now, France has founding shares available. So you enroll somebody in France, you both hit I think ideally you have to hit before them or the same month as them. You will both earn a share, a founding share for your region. So it is absolutely incredible. There is a lot of money to be made on the table, but not everyone is driven by money. Some people are more driven by impact. So let me share a little bit about kind of my vision and where I see this taking me, because not only has it replaced my income, but it's going to go beyond that. Like, I'm on the journey, I'm on the trajectory, and I want to kind of bring you guys with me on that journey and give you the option to jump into this with me, because this is not exclusive. You guys can do this too. You just buy your pack and away you go. So in terms of like my vision and my why and where I see this taking me, I want to buy land. I want to buy land where we can grow our own food and, have the ability to host retreats if we want to. That's something that my hubby and I really love to do, and we haven't been able to do that for a long time. I want to buy a VW Combi is actually my dream. Like, I'm not fussed about a Range Rover or Jaguar. I know it's probably some people's dream car. I want to buy an old school VW Combi and take my girls camping at the beach. My eldest is starting to get to the age where she would love to do that. And I would absolutely, like, that would be my dream weekend, is to take my 4-year-old to the beach and camp in the Combi. Like, that would be incredible. I also want to be able to give back to my family. So my brothers and sister, my parents, invest in helping them get set up. I want to, just a few little dreams that I'm sharing with you guys. But if you don't know what your big dreams are, I invite you to start to think about it, because you're worthy of that. And this could be the vehicle that gets you there, right? And that's what I see this as, because no other job or business that I've ever run has expanded as quickly as this has for me, and has got the potential that this has. Uncapped earning potential. But we'll go into the money a bit more in a moment. And then taking my family on multiple holidays without having to like save up and plan it out, just being able to go to Thailand, to Hawaii, to New Zealand, to all these places that are bucket list items for me with my children, because I've been to all of them without my kids. But now that I've got a family, I want to be able to let them have those experiences too. One of my favorite things about my childhood was that my parents got into a lot of debt, but they allowed us to go on all these beautiful holidays, because my mom was from overseas. And so we got to go visit her family a lot, but we got to experience so much, and it built so much, I guess, resilience for me and life lessons. And I'm not scared of flying now, which I know a lot of other adults are, especially in Australia. I think because you guys, I'm English, by the way, if you guys are wondering why I'm saying you guys, I'm a POM. that, yeah, you guys seem to be quite scared of flying because you're so far away from everything. So I want to give my children that gift of early adventure so that they're not scared when they grow up. Um, and then my ultimate goal is to create a legacy birth foundation or a charity that is a series of birth centers across Australia and maybe even international one day. So that, first and foremost, I've got enough money to support me and my family, but then I can go beyond and give back to my community, because how our babies are born into the world dictates how their relationship is with their parents, and then beyond that, what kind of humans they grow into. And so, I mean, some of you may know, I know that a lot of my community are in the birth world already, birth workers, or maybe you've experienced a traumatic birth. I know mine was my first one. And so, I had a big transformation. My second birth was a very healing home birth. I actually free birthed my second baby. And it showed me the power of a woman. It showed me what I was capable of and what I had been made to feel like I wasn't capable of the first time around in the hospital system. And so I want to create a foundation of birth centers where women and families can birth how they want to without unnecessary intervention. Sometimes intervention is necessary, but most of the time it isn't. And the cesarean rates are so high. It is my passion. It is my vision. It is a legacy that I want to leave, to be able to create these birth centers where women can birth how they want to. So, maybe you've got something that's on your heart that you want to share with the world. And this literally could be the vehicle to get you there. And I know it sounds crazy, but I'm going to share some brief stories of some of the other women that I do this with. So Jess, my beautiful upline, I don't have an intense sob story, right? Like, hubby and I were making enough to pay the bills and we just wanted to change. And this was that change for me, but it's going to help us to go beyond. Now for Jess, she won't mind me sharing this because she shares this story often because it is so impactful. Her and her family, so she had 4 children she had 3 children when she first started this business. She birthed one of them early on in this business, and she's since had a 5th daughter, right? So her and Carl have five daughters, 5 beautiful daughters, and they were living in government subsidized housing commission on Centrelink, right? She was studying to become a midwife. Her hubby lost his job because of all the COVID debacle. He was doing very like successful in-person coaching events, and everything, like all the in-person stuff just stopped, right? So they had to pivot. And she did not want to do this shampoo business, but she felt that pull. She felt that calling and she couldn't ignore it, right? And I know many of you that are already doing this business with me, you know what I'm talking about. You felt that pull just like I did. And I honored it straight away. I jumped right in. I didn't even think about it. For some of you, it's going to be on your heart and you're going to be thinking about it and you're going to be dreaming about it and you're going to be able to not stop thinking about it. But what if you gave it a go? Hey, like, what if you could be a Jess, another Jess, or another me, or another Denise, or another, there's so many stories I could share with you. So Jess now, 2.5 years down the track, she has moved her family out of government subsidized housing. They moved into a beautiful house on the Noosa hinterland. Then they went to Bali for an extended trip. They're going to the Americas later for another extended trip between Monations, which is our yearly convention, and Mexico, Tulum, which is the holiday that I mentioned just before. She is part of the $100,000 earner club, 100K club, US dollars, by the way, in commissions and bonuses. That's not what she's sold. That's what she's earned. And I'm well on my way to joining that club too. She's also part of the motor club and earned herself a Land Rover Discovery, or the payments for it, sorry, making that very clear. You don't just get handed a car, you work your business and it's a perk of the business. Same as the trips, you guys. You don't just get free stuff. This is not Oprah. There's no scam here. It's a business, so you work for it and you earn these things as a thank you from the company for being those top business people for them. So many beautiful parts of Jess's story that I could share, but I'm going to keep going because I want to keep this short. Ivy is another one of our beautiful mentors. She's in the US. She's enrolled in the $1 Million Club, which means she's earned $1 million in 3 years of starting her business. And, her and her hubby were bankrupt. They had a juice bar that wasn't doing so well again because of COVID, and they pivoted and she started her shampoo business. And yeah, she's grown a beautiful, beautiful team. She's impacted so many people's lives. Um, so part of the Million Dollar Club, they have bought a cottage which they now get to travel to often, all paid for. Like how she owns that 100% with shampoo money. She's paid it off in 3 years. Like, isn't that wild? And everyone's timeline is different, right? So, you hear me talking, I've been doing this for 2 years. I'm not in that 100K club yet, but it doesn't matter how long it takes. I'm not going anywhere, right? I'm going to keep going because this is the most incredible business. Choose your hard. If I have to be on my phone for a couple of hours a day versus having to leave my children for 8 hours a day and go and build somebody else's dream, I know what I'm going to choose time and time again. Time and time again. Another example, Krista. I think she's in the $5 million club or the $10 million club. I'm not sure where she's up to. She's been doing this business for 4 years, I think, or 5 years. And it literally saved her marriage. Her marriage was on the rocks. She had 2 children, but she now has 2 more babies thanks to this business. And, she often says, I disagree that money can't buy happiness because it saved my life. And it was a shampoo business. And, money isn't a dirty word. Money is just an amplifier. It's just an energy exchange. So there's so much I could talk about with money blocks, but I'm just going to go on to say, if you're a good person and you have more money, you can do more good things in the world. That's kind of a mic drop moment, really, isn't it? She's now invested in multiple properties with her shampoo money and has successful Airbnb businesses running those. So guys, this is a stepping stone, right? It's not, I mean, I see myself doing this for a long time, at least 7 years, because that's how long it on average takes to get to the top of the company. So that's how long I'm going to give myself. It's how long I ran the Chief Life for. It's how long I plan to run this business for minimum. And I just want to set that expectation. If some of you are coming in and you're going, yeah, I've been doing this for 2 days and I'm not seeing a turnaround yet. It's not going to be an overnight thing. If there's skills you need to learn, you've got to have grit. You've got to have discipline. You've got to have commitment to something harder, bigger than yourself. It's like if you go to the gym and you do one workout, you're not going to see abs, right? You've got to go in and be diligent and consistent and show up regularly. It's the same with this business. You've got to plant the seeds and water them and your harvest will come. And it's worth it. It is so, so worth it. I know that this is such a gift and I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep talking about it because friends don't keep the good stuff to themselves. We've got to keep talking about this so that you guys know that it exists. Now, I haven't actually talked about what this business is. So Monate or Modern Nature, most of you, if you're seeing me talking about this on this opportunity call, you already know the business name. You already know what the business is about, but it's low tox hair and skincare. We also do makeup. We've got a wellness product here in Australia called Collagen Key, and there's a bunch of other ones in the US as well. There is so much I could share, but the compensation plan is second to none. Across the 10 different ways we can earn an income through this business, we get returned 50 cents on the dollar. In 2024 alone so far, actually, no, let's do this. In the 2.5 years that Monate has been in Australia, they have paid out $14 million Australian in commissions and bonuses to Aussies in the last 2.5 years. It is putting food on the table and it is mending split ends. Guys, this is life-changing stuff, absolutely life-changing. It's not a pyramid scheme. There is an actual product being sold, a good quality product that actually works. People can outrank each other, right? So any of my team can out-earn me, can outrank me. This is not the one at the top gets all the money. What is a pyramid scheme is any corporate business. Anywhere where there's one CEO and there's lots of other people working underneath, the minions, right? That's not what's going on here. Direct sales is the future. Social selling is the future, right? And if you're not on this, I guess, wagon, you're going to get left behind. The opportunity here is massive. And, not only is the compensation plan incredible, but the fact that you can't even tell sometimes who the leader is because everybody is doing a great job. Everybody is showing up and being of service. And you can't even tell who's winning because everyone is winning and everybody is celebrating that, which is one of the main things I love about this community is the celebration and the recognition. And tall poppy syndrome is so rife in, where I grew up in the UK and then Australia. not so common in the US. That's why I love having US mentors, because they're all about cheerleading and, cheering each other on and lighting each other up. And we get to see that in this business, in the culture of this community. And it is so, so beautiful. There's no competition here. There's no comparison. It's you against you, I guess. And it's not even a competition. It's just all about, yeah, learning how to thrive rather than just survive. So yeah, you've got the car motor club program, you've got the amazing compensation plan, you've got beautiful products, you've got the ability to earn trips if that's what you want. But I didn't join for any of those reasons. I started this business because I found good products that I wanted to share with my community. It made sense, another low tox string to my bow, where I was already sharing about holistic health with my community through our nutrition business. And then when I started to see how much potential this had, we were then able to shut down our nutrition business because this replaced my income from that and beyond, and has given me so much more time back with my children, with my husband. It's incredible. I get to work at times that suit me. It's completely flexible on time, on location. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I'm going to start to wrap up now, because I want you to reach out to the person that sent you the link to this video and let them know if you've got any questions. Connect with me if you've got questions, if you're ready to get started. And I guess you're wondering, how do I get started? You literally buy a product pack, hair and or skincare. The biggest pack is $890. I recommend getting started with that. Everyone that didn't regrets it, including me. If you're wanting to take this seriously, if you're wanting to earn some money in this business, start with the $890 pack, because you will earn it back in your first month if you hit the ground running. If you are coachable and you follow our advice and you do all the trainings, you can earn that money back. You can earn it back in 24 hours. I've seen it happen. So you can literally buy the biggest pack, help 2 people within the first 24 hours if you want, buy the biggest pack. And you will already earn $650 from helping 2 other people buy that same pack. So you've almost earned back the cost of your product pack with helping 2 people, who then also get the ability to earn some money. So if you are feeling the pull to this, start having a think about who those 2 people are that you want to help, because it's amazing. And the more we can kind of pass that on, the more success everyone can have. And then if you are thinking, I don't know anyone that's got that, disposable income to just throw $890 out there, you can start them on a different product pack size, all the way down to $240, and help 4 to 6 VIP customers, and you'll hit the first rank and you'll get all those beautiful bonuses, right? So you can definitely earn back your money in a short space of time, but you have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to get out your comfort zone. I'm not saying you need to cold message anybody if you don't want to. Like, that's not what this is about. But aligned connection, conversation, it is a social selling model. So it is required that you be social. That is part of this, talking to people and being able to help people and be of service, because our products are amazing. We've got everything: the products, the people, the pay, and the personal growth that none of us saw as something that would be part of this. But then the personal development is next level. The growth that I have seen in myself and the women that have chosen to do this alongside me is insane. And that is life-changing in itself. I know some of you have been watching this and going, what's the catch? There really isn't one. There really isn't one. I didn't actually ask that question because I trusted it. And I was just like, yeah, I trust my friend. I think she's awesome. We've got the same values. I'm going to give this a go. But if you've got questions, if you're like, well, hang on, what about X, Y, Z? Ask me. There's absolutely no catch. I guess the only thing is that it's not going to be easy. It's simple, but it will require effort. Now, I did find this easy, and that's not being bragging. That's me going in relativity to what I was doing with my other business. This is easy. So if you're a business owner and you're looking for something more simple, that's going to simplify your life and allow you to still earn an income, but give you back more of your life, this is where it's at. You literally cannot spend 8 hours a day doing this business. You can't. Like, you would run out of things to do, right? It's very simple, but you will have to spend some time on it. So you might sacrifice. I heard people talking about sacrifice. I'm like, what are you talking about? I haven't had to sacrifice anything. Watching Netflix. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. So yeah, if you've got any questions, let me know. If you're ready to get started, let me know, or connect with the person that sent you this video. They are your person. And when you go back to that person that sent you this video, not only are they going to be your person that can help you, you are supporting them and their family. You are helping to put food on that family's table. And then you also get me as your mentor. And you also get all the other beautiful mentors that I mentioned. They're beautiful, amazing stories. They know what they're doing. We know what we're doing. We've been doing this for a while. We've got the blueprint, all of your training, all of your resources included, no extra cost. You can literally buy a business in a box for $890 or less, and away you go. And yeah, we'll teach you everything. So whatever your queries, whatever your questions, whatever it is that's holding you back right now, because I know that whatever you are feeling, someone has felt it too. Like, do it scared. Show up, be consistent, be coachable, and you will be able to see what might be possible for you. But it's so normal to have fear. We've all had it. We've all had it. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of people thinking that we've sold out, people laughing at us for flicking our hair around. Guys, what other people think of you is none of your business. A, because you can't control it, and B, those people are not paying your bills. I no longer give a what anyone else thinks of me, because seeing the smiles on my daughter's faces when I get to be there with them every morning rather than teaching a yoga class or a CrossFit class, like that is life-changing. My mum wasn't around when I was little. She was out working 14 hours a day to put food on the table and keep a roof over our heads. And I don't have to leave my babies thanks to this business. And I get to do the same for other families, for other mums. So if you want that too, come and do this with us. We've got you. Whatever it is that's coming up, whatever it is that's scaring you, we've got you. You can do this. Borrow that belief from us until you feel it in yourself, because if we can do this, you can too. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks so much for joining me. And yeah, I can't wait to hear from you. Bye, you guys.